All right. So one of you asked me a big question. Big question. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The question was, some student asked me, is this equation x squared plus y squared plus 2 of x plus 2f of y plus c, is it the same as x minus j squared plus y minus f squared is equals to r squared? And I said the same. I said they are the same. And they didn't understand why it's the same. Okay, so let's see how we can convince ourselves to let people know this is the same. So this was the question, that what x squared plus y squared and the 2g of x and 2f of y plus c is equals to the same. In effect, okay, if there's a function, that is how it will be like. So let's see how best we can address this question. So the first case scenario is, do x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 2y plus c the same, goes 0. It's the same as this this equation, f of x. Let me write it well. Okay. Okay, so is this the same? So let's take it. So x squared, y squared, 2f of x and 2g of x plus the constant c is equal to 0. Is it the same? Is these two equations the same? Well, let's see how best we can explain this. How best we can explain this. These two equations, are they the same? Are those two equations the same? Can we use it? Now let's see whether we can do something like that, or we can say something like that. Okay, typically, let's take typically an equation of a circle which is in the form of the first one. So if I have x minus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equals to 5. That exactly looks like the first one. How can I then prove that the second equation is the same? Okay, let's see, let's work by moving forward. And after that, we'll see how we can move backward. Why some people are not pleased with this. Okay, so let's first and foremost try to expand this equation. So we expand this equation. So let's do this one elementary. So we have x minus 3 into bracket x minus 3 plus y minus 2, y minus 2, okay, and minus 5 is equal to 0. Are we on the same page? So then when we expand this, we get x squared minus 6x plus 9. When we expand this one again, we get y squared minus 4y plus 4 plus. So this and that are two quadratic equations, and minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, now, friends, we can separate stuff. Let's say this is x squared, and let me go and pick the y. Say this is y squared. I'm arranging them. Now this is minus 6x, okay, and minus 4y. I still have plus 9 plus 4 minus 5 is equal to 0. So then, if I do that, then we can confidently say that x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 4y, 9 plus the 4 minus this 5, that will give us minus 1. So that will give us 8 is equal to 0. Please, you see, by comparing this equation, you see, now I'm going to compare this equation. Look at it. Let me use this. Let's compare this equation. Okay, the last one to this. Okay, let me use that as well. Thank you. Okay, this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, this and this. Look at it. Those two equations. What difference did they make? They are the same. So you see that it is the expansion of this equation number 1 that, was done to get the equation 2. Okay, so if you don't really get it, now let's go back and take the equation we all know to be the general quadratic equation, which is similar to the one. Okay, so let's say if we have x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared, which the same way, okay, we say x minus a and y minus b is equal to r squared. Okay, so like the way we did to this part, then we can say that this is x squared minus 2ax plus a squared. Okay, so this alone, look at it, and this is y squared minus 2by plus b squared minus r squared is equal to 0. Okay, so now let's separate terms. So we say this is x squared, okay, plus y squared minus 2ax, okay, then minus 2by plus a squared plus b squared minus r squared to be equal to 0. Okay, you see this term over here, we can do something about it. So we can, let's say c is equals to a squared plus b squared minus r squared. Then this equation will come here to become x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus c is equal to 0. And that becomes the equation of a circle, okay, with a center, maybe negative g, negative c. Now I'm going to explain something to you why maybe this one became positive. So from here, okay, we can make r the subject. Have you seen that? We can make r the subject. So if you make r the subject, then, you know, now we have a squared, b squared, and that. So we say r now will be equals to the square root of the c, okay, minus a squared minus b squared square root of that. So this one can help us to solve for the r. So here, now let's see. If you have a line here, let's draw some line. Okay. Then another line. Let's say this is our y and x axis. So let's go down a bit. Then we have a circle. Okay, here, like that. Then we have another circle. See, down here, like that. Then you see the circle on top. Okay, as all the values to be positive. Okay, positive. So if this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis, and the center of the circle and the center of the circle, when we draw, we can read the value of y here and the value of here to be positive. So our coordinate will be what? F, comma, G. In the same way, when we read this one here, the value of y will be negative. So the value of what? X here will be negative. So this one will be negative F, negative what? G as coordinates. However, you know, so with this, so if, for example, we have negative F and negative G to be our coordinate with a certain radius r, then when we substitute this equation into the equation we've got here, which is this, which is x squared plus y squared, x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by here plus c is equal to 0. So with that, it tells us that the equation will be x squared plus y squared plus 2f of x, f value of x, plus 2 value of y plus c is equal to 0 will become the general equation of a circle. Okay, with our radius, okay, being that, yeah, so we have a c. The c will help us to be able to do that. So c is equal to the r equals to the r is equal to that. We can also say c is equals to what? A squared plus b squared minus what? R squared. And so this equation will also help us to be able to calculate any of the parameters if we don't know one. So for instance, if we want to find R, for instance, okay, then our, what was the name? When we multiply through, we're going to get minus C, okay, minus A squared, minus B squared, plus R squared, okay, and therefore, our R squared will be equals to what? A squared plus B squared minus C. Okay, and this can also help us to find the radius to be A squared plus B squared minus C. So sometimes these equations can help us to do things quickly in the situations that we are not to prove any point. Okay, straightforward, we have this equation. That's one equation. This as another equation. Okay, this one is another equation that can help us to find the radius. Okay, so this same equation, let's see something. If I've been given a question, okay, that, let's see, since I know this equation over here that gives me x squared plus y squared, yeah, and that have x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2by. This is the one, x squared plus y squared minus 2 f of x, f value of x, minus 2 value of g of x plus c is equals to 0. If I have this, and I've been given a question, say, which involves something like x minus 3 squared plus y minus, let's say, 8 squared plus 16 is equal to 0. Okay, and I've been asked to find the what's the name, the coordinates. I think this one. No, let's take a proper one that will help us quickly to solve questions of the sort. Okay, so let's clean this one. Okay, so say I have a question. Okay, that I'm supposed to solve question like this one: x squared plus 6x minus 3y plus y squared plus 16 is equal to 0. And I've been asked to solve this question. All what I have to do is to compare these equations. Okay, if I do that, if I compare this and that, I will say 2 minus 2f of x is equals to what, a 6x. Okay, one equation. So when I solve it, f will be f value of x will give me 3, which is minus. Okay, now I take minus 2 value of g of y. Sorry, this is y. I don't know why I wrote x. Value of y, because that's y. Okay, and that is y. Okay, so let's go back. So 2g value of y will give me negative 3y. That's equation 2. So now solving this, you see that J value of y will give me 3 over 2. And straightforward, that gives me the center of the circle to be negative 3, comma 2. Okay, now, so you see, I know there's 2. Okay, if I look at the equation, I can see the value of C here is 16. So the value of the C here, the constant, is 16. Therefore, if I want to find a radius, I can use this equation. That's the a squared plus b squared minus c. So the r is equals to what? A squared plus b squared minus c r squared. So knowing a squared, knowing a value of a, okay, to be negative 3 squared plus 3 over 2 squared minus 16 will give me the r value. So definitely this one will give me 9 plus 9 over 4 minus 16. See? Okay. Then here I'm going to get minus 7 plus 9 over 4. Okay. And this will give me negative 28 plus 9 over 4. Okay. And the square root of that will give me the r, the value of r. You see? So you see that knowing things of the sort can help you to be able to solve the equation quickly, and the day will come to an end safely. So all these equations are necessary for us to remember. Okay? All right. So this is the end of this part. We will continue later.